Good day everyone, bonjour tout le monde. This is Roger Chabot, producer of Bravery in Arms and BIA des Dodgers of Canada. Today we are standing in a very sacred place in Sicily, in the Canadian War Cemetery of Agira. In this place, you know, we have so many young men that came from our home to free and to fight people in other lands so they can have the same freedom that we enjoy today. And as we are walking in this sacred place, we can hear their voice coming from the ground. Please remember us.
Noi siamo oggi qui proprio per questa idea, ricordateci.
And we are here today solely for this reason. Remember us, the remembrance.
E quindi la rimembranza, questo valore del sacrificio dei nostri fratelli in armi, non c'è bandiera, non c'è appartenenza, il sacrificio è il nostro faro sul percorso della pace, della sicurezza, della prosperità.
And the remembrance, there are no other words. The remembrance is our sole goal. It's our beacon in the wake of reaching peace and prosperity.
Questo è il messaggio che i nostri soldati ci lanciano, i nostri fratelli che hanno sacrificato tutto per fare in modo che oggi noi possiamo vivere in questa società e per darci un insegnamento. Questa pace, questa prosperità, questa sicurezza la dobbiamo difendere.
This is the message that we are receiving, that our soldier brothers are sending to us from beyond to keep peace and prosperity. This is what we must defend.
And the only way to protect this idea is to pass over to future generations this idea to protect peace, security and prosperity, because without that we will make the same errors of the past.
E questo è quello che noi dobbiamo fare, l'idea che noi dobbiamo difendere per evitare di ripetere gli stessi errori del passato.
Grazie a tutti. Thank you so much.
Newfoundland and Labrador, Lance Corporal Carl Vincent Butler, West Nova Scotia Regiment, killed in action on the 2nd of August 1943.
Prince Edward Island is Private Edward John Lawler, Royal Canadian Ordnance Corps. Edward was wounded in action on the 17th of July. He was rushed to the 1st Canadian Field Dressing Station and he died at 1400 hours that same day and was buried in a field grave near San Michele.
From Nova Scotia, Private Clarence Elroy Madison, Royal Canadian Regiment. Clarence was killed in action on the night of the 1st of August 1943 and he was presumed to be taken prisoner of war, and later it turned out he was killed in action.
New Brunswick, Sergeant Arthur Wallace Eatman, Carlton and York Regiment. He was killed in action on the 22nd of July 1943 near the Taino River, close to Catena Nuova.
From Quebec, Sergeant Edmond Rasp, Royal 22nd Regiment, and was killed in action on the 27th of July near Monte Santa Maria outside Cata Nuova.
Ontario, Lieutenant Colonel Bruce Albert Sutcliffe, Hastings and Prince Edward Regiment. On the morning of July 20th, Bruce Sutcliffe and his intelligence officer set off for a reconnaissance near Asaro. He was killed by a German 88mm shell.
From Manitoba, Lance Corporal Eugene Joseph McKay, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. He was killed in action during the Battle for Leonforte on the 22nd of July 1943.
Saskatchewan, Corporal Joseph Joey Peter Buckner, Saskatoon Light Infantry, and was killed during the liberation of Asaro on July 23, 1943.
From Alberta, Corporal Frank Nolan Buck Bryant, Loyal Edmonton Regiment. Buck was killed in action on his birthday during the heavy fights in Leon Forte.
British Columbia, Private Alexander McCuish, Seaford Highlanders of Canada, killed in action on the 19th of July 1943, north of Val Guarnera.
A native Canadian, Private Toby Nicholas, Seaford Highlanders of Canada, and was killed in action between Osoro and Leon Forte.
Sergeant Theodorus Benedictus Bonifacius Hendrikus Kroon, 1st Divisional Signals, Royal Canadian Corps of Signals, killed in action on the 12th on the Pekino-Ispica Road.
14-year-old Marta and Astrid will recite in Flanders Fields.
Due delle nostre ragazze coraggiosissime reciteranno la poesia, Marta e Astrid.
In Flanders Field, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row. In that mark our place, and in the sky, the lark still bravely singing fly, scorched earth amid the guns below.
We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies blow in Flanders Fields.
As an old soldier, I served in the military for 32 years almost.
In qualità di un soldato anziano, io ho servito per 32 anni.
I'm used to carry my rucksack and to be on the front line.
Sono abituato a portare il mio zaino e essere in prima linea.
But I'm not too much of a public man unless I'm in front of the camera, of course.
Non sono tanto una persona pubblica fin quando non sono davanti alla telecamera.
And the reason I became a producer of Bravery in Arms
Il motivo per cui sono diventato l'autore di Bravery in Arms, Coraggio sotto le armi,
is so I can be in a position where I can tell the stories of those that we need to remember.
così posso essere in condizione e in posizione di poter raccontare le storie e le bravure delle persone per cui noi dobbiamo ricordare.
Because whether they are Canadians, British, or Americans, or Italians, they all deserve that we remember them.
Nonostante, indifferente se sono canadesi, britannici, inglese o italiane, è necessario che noi li ricordiamo, sono ricordati.
Even the civilian population who had to endure the hardship and the destruction and try to keep their families safe in the midst of chaos and tragedy.
Anche la popolazione civile che ha dovuto subire i disagi, le difficoltà, la distruzione e dovevano mantenere vivi i loro famiglie nel mezzo del caos e delle tragedie.
As human beings, we were never born to live through such hard things, but we always have to be prepared to survive and also to try to make a better life for the people who will follow after us.
Da esseri umani non siamo stati creati per subire queste difficoltà, però è necessario che noi sosteniamo e creiamo un mondo migliore per tutti quelli che vengono dopo di noi.
So, through the deployments I did in my career, we were always there to restore some kind of humanity, some peace, security, and prosperity for the people that we were there to serve. Because the role of a soldier is to serve so those who cannot defend themselves.
In tutte le mie missioni che ho fatto, io ero sempre pronte a mantenere la pace e aiutare tutti quelli che hanno bisogno, che non si possono difendere.
So, today we were here to honor those brave young men who crossed the ocean and came here to make sure that in Europe we would be free of tyranny and for a better life and a better future for its citizens.
Oggi siamo qua per commemorare tutti quelli che hanno attraversato l'oceano e sono venuti qua a difenderci dalla tirannia.
Those young men never had a chance to live long lives, to have families, to have a career, to have grandchildren. They were stolen this opportunity that we all have today.
Quei giovani coraggiosi non hanno avuto la possibilità di vivere a lungo per crearsi una famiglia, bambini e godersi del benessere che abbiamo oggi.
So this morning when we went at Agira together in the fog and in the midst of the clouds, the only thing that could come to my mind as I was walking through the headstones
E stamattina quando siamo andati al cimitero a vedere a quei giovani ragazzi in mezzo alla pioggia e alla foschia, l'unica cosa che mi è potuto venire in mente mentre io stavo camminando attraverso le tombe,
I could hear their voice coming from the ground saying, "Please remember us."
potevo sentire la loro voce trabellare dal terreno dicendo: per favore ricordatevi di noi.
So please don't forget them and live a fulfilled life that they will be proud of the sacrifice that they have made for us.
Per favore, ricordatevi di loro e vivete una vita piena di soddisfazione, così ci possiamo ricordare di loro.
Thank you very much.
The twanks for women.